I'm not pretty in the morning. Always choking on my phlegm. You should have seen me when my hair was long. When I wake up, you're still in bed or far away. That gives me time to brush my teeth and comb my hair and wish the world would end. Pull my arrows out quickly, but gently, will you? I'm not pretty in the morning. I close my eyes wishing to be taken, put to sleep quietly like an old dog. I choke on Mondays, Tuesdays, weekdays, and weekends. Choke on myself, on you, on sun and rain and cloudy days. Choke on daffodils and tulips. Purse my two lips together and blow away the scenery. Gray's just gotta be gray. I know I look younger than I am, but that's because I've never had kids. The people at the next table, I cough into their salad. I'm not pretty in the morning. Put your hand on my shoulder. Give me an infusion of those good genes you carry around. I need them bad. I'm not pretty. I'm just not pretty. And you're pretty ugly yourself. I want your cash, your house, your fame, your life in the morning. Rain comes way before cloud, then rain gives way to cloud, then rain comes way before cloud, then rain gives way to cloud, and cloud gives way to sun, and breeze become a murmur. I wake up with a calm that comes over me like a murmur, a palpitating tulip. I feel like an old dog ready to be put to sleep, gassed. I hate war. I hate peace. I hate dreams that don't come true. Nothing grabs me. The breeze becomes a murmur, palpitating gently through my window. My mind remains a ball of phlegm behind my watery eyes. I'm just not pretty in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, between meals, dusk and dawn. Rain to cloud to sun to phlegm and a wink, in an undisclosed murmur, pretty in the morning. I'm fine. How's by you? St. Lucy holds her eyes on a plate like pancakes, serves them up with a helping of fresh fruit. I take them, add syrup and butter, cut, eat, and wash them down with water and latte. St. Lucy, her chastity is still assured, her honor still intact. Pretty or not, it's such a luxury to eat expensive breakfasts every day. I'm not pretty in the morning. I'm not pretty in the morning. Allow that indent that looks like a ballast scar to fade away. Pull my arrows out quickly, purse my two lips together and blow away the scenery whenever I can. I cough into your, I am not pretty. I am not. Give me an infusion of those. I am. What's your name? What's What's your occupation? What's your name? What's your occupation? I am the trickster. I am. I am me and you are he and we are all together. Frankfurter Alley, another bender, Landsberger Alley ripping apart the establishment by keeping dumb kids dumb and me hiccuping like a hiccuping and me hiccuping like a hiccuping like a baby on an airplane in a bad Roche painting. Dress abandoned plots, stuck in the center of the ring, writhing another paper on some dead banker's life or some dead crook or the stork who thought it was an ostrich or it wasn't Balls Each Kitty Stone. Dualities, sonic qualities. With language gone to the publish, to the publish, gone to the publish, to the publish, to the publish, to the publish. Let's publish the world in rigor mortis, in rigor mortis, donkeys no, kill 'em, cells because they cannot remake themselves. Doom cubs, dumb Canucks who kill themselves because they just cannot remake themselves. Straight stone Aztecs, worshippers of dope fiend deities, magenta family, cards in hand, tight hold-ups. I miscalculate and the trickster trips me up again. Broken eggs, bad karma, incendiary, emotional boxing matches, the ultimate disconnection of the self-conscious. The self-conscious from its already disconnected self, the way back determined by 10% of what's left of the bargain that's been handed out. Me, the 10%, the long line shortened by the misinformed, ununiformed and uniformly bareback jackasses. I'm certainly not pretty in the morning. It's as if part of my money and part of my soul have been taken from me, and part of that didn't belong to me in the first place. You can always feel the war inside you and around you, head caught in the meat wheel. He knew so well, he knew that meat wheel so well. The bright green flashes of Bauhaus dime stores, Bauhaus dime stores on dark rainy nights. You can always feel that war inside you, around you, head caught in the meat wheel. He knew so well, he knew so well. It's a creepy feeling, all those lights in the windows, loud numbers all lit up for an evening off the charts, searches of our over-inhabited veins. Planters of papers and works, caught with their pants on, replaced by, what are you working on, Towers of Babel? Towers of Babel, drunk on their own punk linearity. In a world of dislocated cut-ups, these comfortably sober, straight-toothed cuties wearing their stiffness like a controlled bad trip. I touch you on the shoulder, I kiss you on the forehead. I am totally guilty of affection. Those who solicit hugs from everyone, those who enjoy being cripples, those who will not bear responsibility for their disabilities, ostriches who think they are swans, those who cycle on windows that recognizing the signs that might lead you to where you've always been. Recognizing the signs that might lead you to where you've always been. These are the camps of concentration. We are the concentrated. We are the jawless and the jaded. A repeat, like a pattern of broken squares on green upholstered seats, or the town square plots, or the seats themselves. Yet how does one describe the magnificent blue-tailed bird, long, lush, black and white plumage, 2-foot wingspan, when one's sense of description is so limited? It's like an appointment with breath, or a pocket full of rind, or the imagination as stale as a 55-cent loaf of bread.
Jumping jack flash, it's a gas.
Jump into the etching, jump into the itchy, verse. Jump into the abandoned home, the advent of fascism, where the inhabitants arrived and once left, the infection and subsequent illness which occurs as the sun reappears and the antics begin again and again and again. Who is it that is locked inside the outhouse at Port Ozan, where the ships freely come to sink? It couldn't be me, could it? When one thinks before the thought has occurred, it decreases the chances of chance happening. When one thinks before the thought occurs, it decreases the chance of chance happening. The range is a wide divide within a small segment of largesse, captured and enraptured by the anticipation of creating and altering the scenario. I am in a movie, you are in a movie, this is not a movie. The trickster, though rarely in attendance at its own funeral, is its own funeral. The singer is a rodent that takes credit for the cheese others provides for it. The trickster is a singer. Ave Maria. The trickster is a rodent, a trap, the trickster. The trickster comes in many, many forms and many, many shapes and many, many colors. The thing is, the trickster is a theory invented by itself to please itself and others who are not themselves, yet are part and parcel of the trick. Hang on tightly to the seat of your pants. You are going on a long, dead-ending ride. Concurring events do not and never will correspond. The way a melting pot of languages in a suffocating train wagon mingle but nauseate the listener. A poor Prince Charming. A poor Prince Charming for whom all is the festum and the griffith, the fur and the Eisenschacken and the fart. On the share, the glyphs of natura, work and play, reliefs etched into stone facades, relief from the tedium of relief. Ice. Dry ice. Graffitied into wunderbars of fabricated cities, that which can set us free or free from the multicultural emotopia in the tandem and transit, in the tandem and the transit, in the tandem and the transit, in the tandem and the, that which can set us free or free from the multicultural emotopia, the emotopia in tandem and the transit, on target, ugly massive temples of torture. For Europa, learning in a beef, moving onward to the Dammerstrasse. Moving onward to the Dammerstrasse, mit Kutschkap 8191, mit Kutschkap 8191, the variation of fries and carrion and water and logic, Duncan move in the Danke, the melt fat fruch, melt fat fruch, tragedy, wedding, phonographisch. Apollo, Lotel, Piscore, Tragicas. Apollo, Lotel, Piscore, Tragicas, Adentia, Timpani, Stitcher, Allegrio, Stitcher, Allegoria, Stitcher, Allegrio, Allegoria, Adentia, Timpani, rhythm, exciting, animals, Thimbilifilibus, can a certain dice, Utopia. David und Saul Baumhagen, the Bacchanal mid dem silence, a grotesque concert of monogrammarists such as Gerhard Altenburg, epileptic Karen Elnududel in the Sachspiel and der Heilag in the Super Raritar Tem. It's about a sense of hearing beyond the ear to the soul and the mind, the invisible made visible. Mop and cover, wander on, notes clefts, It's about a sense of hearing beyond the ear to the soul and mind, the invisible made visible. Mop and cover, wander on, notes clefts, to draw sound, the physical act of making music, Banke Sanger Kreta. Banke Sander Kreta as a banker. Maus sings das Sang. Komponist in the production campus. Vip buzz belly word antiquariato Paulusali. Closed down and gone. Now Bollywood Life plus Minimart. The signs between sanity, anger, restraint. A torture movie. Kidney bladder, pee-pee, the schvinehundten, the occult. She chews the once wild fruit. The crunch her teeth makes as if she takes each slow bite is truly a crisp sound. The fields open, sometimes the lunk, 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 but most times like lunk, lunk, and higher or lower, pitched intervals of sound, really impossible to describe sound, how the poem flows into its sound, or into the poem it flows sound, one hand to hand sound, down to the core sound, pulling the pieces off the last scrap of civilization's sanity sound, the parting that drives most white folks crazy sound, or my folks crazy sound, the scintillating act of sin, work shaft ice, work shaft ice. The killer commando for Kim Jong-un, the bags under her eyes becoming sacks, the simple inability to give in. Even the perfect place has imperfections. I have two hearts in my chest, two irresponsibilities strangling the life out of each other in a forest of wild yellow flowers and breeches. You beach trees afly, and there goes another wild sunset behind yet another forgotten castle in the town of Wolf's Breath. I saved the day again. I saved the day again, and the trickster laughed as I swallowed myself, still unfazed. Yes, I am a caregiver and a caretaker, yet I never take care to separate the clouds from the sun. And you are this romantic notion of a quiet backyard. Here there is too much knowledge and not enough foliage in our minds. I'm not pretty. I'm not pretty, and you're pretty ugly yourself. Life's a big place, or so I think. And the river deepens when it gets down to the sea. I hold my eyes on a plate and hold up the world for an instant. This is beauty in the ugliest sense, and not some would-be pretender to the throne, just trying to be grotesquely glamorous. Life's a big place, as I discovered just yesterday, and only sick people work in hospitals. And poetry, like urine flow, comes in streams. And sometimes you strain and sometimes you don't. Sometimes you start and sometimes you stop, and then sometimes you start again. Sometimes your bladder is full, sometimes your bladder is empty. Sometimes you empty it, sometimes you fill it up all at once, only to discover moments later it was not fully emptied or not fully full to begin with. And sometimes there's this sensation of not having emptied completely. This can be referred to as incomplete emptying, frequency, intermittentness, urgency, weak stream, straining noctura, noctura. Noctura. In the evening, I carry my eyes into the world and met with the frequent, sometimes urgent looks of those who say, eyes into the world. Sometimes their looks are of longing and lust. Sometimes their looks are of love and hate. I am blind, so what I cannot see cannot hurt me. And what my eyes see, they no longer share. In the evening, I carry my eyes into the world and am met by frequent, sometimes urgent looks, sometimes looks of longing and lust, and sometimes looks of love and hate. I am blind, so what I cannot see cannot hurt me, and what my eyes see they no longer share. And poet is a four-letter word like love and lust and hate, and life is a big place, and sometimes the weather determines my day. I cannot believe that I am so naive as to think that by plucking out my eyes, men would no longer desire me. I cannot believe that I'd ever say out loud that I'm ashamed of being a human being. I cannot believe I've ever stepped in a subway car on a cold and lovely evening and there find a young and seemingly gentle, handsome man who offers to read me the signs. Yes, read them to me, I say. Please read them to me. First he reads me a poem of spring, and then he reads that if ever I see anything suspicious, I should call the terrorism hotline. That's 1-800-TERRORISM. That's unlikely, I say, and my heart's tongue whispers, read them to me again, read them to me again, I say, for life is a big place, and since I am blind and since I cannot see, I cannot really say for sure if I've ever seen these things before. Oh, you may hold my plate for a while if you like. Life's a big place in this room without gravity. The clock tells us how much sunlight an umbrella holds. Weight is heavier than it seems and my eyes grow sleepy. Art is art. Art is art. Art. A-R-T. Art. 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 Art is more important than man. It is our footprint. It reminds us we've been here. But even art, even art remains only for as long as we allow it. Hurricane, flood, fire and man. My eyes grow sleepy in their chambers. In the chamber that is my mouth, there remains a dry line where the ocean has receded, a picture of memory's movement, a stranded swimmer. After hours, my mouth opens to expel the wind that has been locked there inside it like a strong man's grip, unable to free itself, unable to balance itself in accordance with the law. But what is the law? The law is a rundown clock that barely gives the time, but somehow makes me feel that I've only just arrived. The law is a wind that falls like stone onto the swimmer's feet after a long, long day of laps. What is the law? The law is the circling of breath of man, caught within the gravityless euphoria, heavy as a shadow that taps a melody as soundless as sunlit umbrella on the concrete of a distant star, rewinding the camera without exposing the film. What is the law? Winding the old Victrola, playing one's favorite tune. What is the law? Not to kiss me if you're married. What is the law? Not to flirt with greed unless it means a meal ticket. What is the law? Not to catch sunlight in your umbrella, but if you do, please, please, please let it go or save some for a time when there might be a time when the weather itself determines your day. Lipstick on your collar told the tale of you. I must be falling in love. Can I please have my plate back now? The clock forever to move just minutes in this room without gravity. It is stuck somewhere between time and breath, this space I am in. This space I am in feels a bit like being trapped within the petals of the ranunculus. It folds and folding, it folds, it's folding, it folds and folding, it folds and folding me in the center like a weightless heavy star. Today we must turn the clock ahead. Tomorrow we must turn the clock behind the clock. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Now the time has come. There is no place to run. I open my mouth to walk, and the timeline that seems me rattles like a tin can or a bell. I fall and I cough and I swallow doorknobs and I open the sounds that crawl inside my belly. My mouth grabs itself like an inhaling balloon as I try unlocking the first gate. And I have to say once again that life is a big place. What is the law? To stay afloat on this island for as long as one can, and never forget that we are in space, and that this is beauty in the ugliest sense. But now I will lift my eyes and listen more closely to the opera, and I will never end singing without a song. Where are the words when we need them? Trapped inside a mouth like a drought in an ocean. And if the opera is a success, we thank the composer. And if the opera is a flop, we blame the libretto. Composer and librettist, overture and finale, aria, chorus, and duet. If the opera is a success, we thank the composer. If the opera is a failure, we blame the libretto. Landmass, round as two fists, as dense as an intricately full night sky. As hypnosis as filled with silence as all the deepest wells, perhaps screams thin blue signs covering the cracks and shells. Light comes through a crowded aesthetic. Men walk through broken mirrors without ever looking back, but this overwhelm of sentimentality only makes it seem, and the tops of trains are closer to ever than one thinks. Glad personal touch, leave glaring omissions. Sure, the sun slants just right into the windows, so why do we attack the walls to open them further? Boy, greed is so greedy, boy. Crazy, boy. Crazy, greed, boy. Greed, crazy, boy. Greed is so crazy, boy. Crazy, boy. Back. So crazy, boy. Greed is so crazy. Spheres are a story about themselves told through the stories of others, like a car wash no longer a car wash. Like a boogie being played against the foreground of disjoint, where the savior itself must have trod in spiked needle-nosed heels, searching for a friend. And you, less master of yourself than a handful of servants, long to know where the limits are, where the city becomes outskirt, where the town becomes pant leg, where outside of it all is just how far approximately, and therefore somehow still remains a part of in. Play as crooked as the street allows, as narrow as the street allows. Back there is no answer for places where long dead painters dwelt. Kill me, agony, this chicken tummy so gaseous and aching. Like Billie Holiday's voice in the produce section of the supermarket on a cold early fall day. The lady sings the blues. She's got 'em bad. She feels so sad. If we five senses were reversed, put into a hat and blindly picked and placed at random where others were on a sunny Sunday afternoon after church. But for these 5 fingers, these toes, this skin, 4 families reside within my head like a sphere, and we stride a landmass where politics, science, and greed even eat the birds that walk beside us, even stab the bull that steps into the silence of this tranquility and this harrowing ring, this tranquility and this harrowing ring. If only these 5 senses, if only these 5 senses made sense of it all. Blue skies smiling at me, nothing but new skies do I see. The young girl, surrounded by fresh-cut flowers, pour water into the well. The core, a broken heart, leaks like appetite, stolen watches leaning away from the port. This gargoyle face, a homage to war, traduction, margin, signature. Seeking old postcards on a brightening afternoon, lugging age around in an old suitcase of flesh. This is like society, fantasia and original. Like Chickenville, a laboratory for credit villains, pouring water into a bottomless well. A superior school for professional education, ambition, a wide open crowded Saturday boulevard. FDR breathes everywhere. The women of the Grand Hotel carrying camels, elephants, and dragons, their nipples hardened against the bright sun, the flying paddlefish on the Louvre des Pays. This grandeur now a clothing store for the working class. His gray beard as wrinkled as his pants, the beggar becomes a money transfer machine. Optique, optique, I love you, sweet decay. Le Vieux Port. Old Pagnol drank here at Bar La Marine, wrote his stories nearby, made his films. We are all lovers of stone and tourist trains that toot around the port, piles of rotting tires salvaged from the depths, rusted shopping carts and bikes, and pudgy divers pulling off their suits after a brave day's work. We are all lovers of anchored ships and cafes that face the sea, and soldiers in camouflage with their big guns that uncomfortably do not blend in. And the well keeps losing its contents as fast as it is. The well keeps losing its the well keeps losing its contents as fast as it is filled. And the bird I whistle to each morning as it sits precariously on the ledge. We are all beggars and lunatics diving for debris, last companions lost in the slow motion spectacle of drowning. We are all beggars and lunatics diving for debris, last companions lost in the slow motion spectacle of drowning. All yawning beggars and lunatics, bored with their own ambitions and obsessions, a dispersal of disappearing poets, emptying into bottomless wells and backyards, all disappearing. The air of Aix-en-Provence is present everywhere. Evade Aix. Cézanne is not loved here. His father's house is in shambles. His studio nearly destroyed until, ironically, it is saved by those Americans. Mount Saint-Victoire, a big Mount Saint-Victoire, a big, in many colors, in many seasons, time's chiseled statuary, the air of Provence present everywhere, angular conception of an old wreck, still life. The painter can be indoors and out, a solitary creature, a solitary creator. We swim in its yellow on the highway like lost Christians from the long distant past, poles between extremes, encumbrance. He says it's the line. Cézanne, sharp-edged, eliminated the line. Cézanne birthed Cubism, but they did not understand his intent. Cézanne. He said many things while she translated, and all our spirits were full and kindred. Cézanne removed the contour. Cézanne removed the contour of if we close our eyes. If we close our eyes and see only with our touch. And as with St. Lucie, we pluck out the eyes of birds to make them sing more. Obscure lumiere, color totally becomes the form. The line is a source of conflict. Looking is a point of view. one who looks at me is looking at God. Distillation of faith, 3 skulls and the humbleness of space, the books, the bowls of fruit, the mirror, bar, lot, and Montanon, snack, billiard now, to hold near now, to hold near now, to hold near. The experience of the present is by the hand. The experience of the present is by the hand, not the mind. The great relationship between painting and blindness in aging male painters, their tension and shattered nerves, les histoires envoient à voix, bruit des mondes, one's memory hidden behind one's eyes. And his last painting, dark, his Bible open to the story of Abraham. Kill the father, kill the son. We change our names to our fathers and sacrifice ourselves in their name. We change our names to our fathers and sacrifice ourselves in their name. The changing stone, the barrage of scenery, the interior of the inheritor, it is all there, the foundation of the complete, and life is stronger than death, and death is a part of life, not the other way around. The last refuge is the valley surrounding Picasso's castle, where the mountain's whiteness covers our shoes, the way lines are broken down into dust, the way dust contains all that is life, the way all of life contains death. When I see them look up, I too want to look up at the fabrique of stuff as the vehicle moves on like a last bearded ghost pauper. And we are still here now where we reside within the arrogance of self. And Picasso was the last person in France to be buried in his garden, his back to Mount Saint-Victoire. I step away from the balcony as the sun sets in a window, bright red sun and beautiful soft red light that it casts, and the circling birds stop, then quietly come to rest on the antennas of X as the window in Cézanne's luminous skull slowly darkens. Once upon a time, there was a garden on a high hill. We are the children of the new revolution. Fort Saint-Jean, a fortress of stone, a museum. A museum built of stone surrounded by rocks where the sea meets the port. A view of Le Vue Port, Le Vue Port, a view of Le Vue Port, where the sea meets the port, clear sky, late afternoon, perfect weather, perfect light, Louis XIV, where the pigeons shadow its young, and the young lovers are swept away. I make an issue out of things, and then things begin to further fall apart. then I fall apart. My heritage is an empty, heavy heart of sickness and suffering, blackbirder. I am a watertight technical manual, a freighted soul, a manufactured dialect to fit into all conversations. And the children of the new revolution take on their fathers' names, drug dealers replaced by peanut vendors, squeezing the life out of their offspring, squeezing the life out of themselves for the sake of freedom or a handsome young man. Flags of faces, faces of freedom, freedom's face. Free this one, free that one. The flags and posters and t-shirts all say, free this one, free that one. The flags and posters and t-shirts all say. Slogans, slogans. Freedom seems always reduced to slogans. Here asleep on Rue des Prisons, city of soup. May the hand of God strike you down. I whistled to the bird this last morning as it sits precariously on the ledge. And the young girls pour water into the well, not realizing that it can never be filled. And then there comes another sunset, and another, and another, and still another sunset, and there are strange animals that appear between light and dark, dug at glass, spilled on the street, and overall the bit of dense crochet, the paired patterns of square content, square and square, shape of body in black through the window of a bar, square and square, each pane intact, ready to be splintered. Here a milestone of visions, exquisite rules of the gone, broken as the corpses itself, and the divested of the age of itself, finally of sharp pains and grandly groomed, the body no longer than the thing itself, no longer than the thing itself, a rug, and once you wrapped around it, inside it, there you are again. Vencano chura virgin, I un vencala, vacano churo virgin, in me, in la midria, am padria, azun fundela, ifa no na dark foliage of the morning. Borscht and ball of matzo meal, and by standards the gold standard no longer what it usually was. Black gloves and overcast sky and the cliche of rain at the graveyard. Sunsets missed in a matter of minutes as one turns one's head the other way. Dug in glass, zone sources actually reflected. Sunsets no longer valid till another sunset's come and gone, and you're gone now, you're gone, but the big jives gives gyves, and the big jives gives gyves. Even that's collapsed since no one's there no longer to deflate its allness. Salama, and lick 'em clean, and break the breath, and very age-wise as you are a skin, At the next stop was the clever, clean wahoo, and the turn of the finish. And as you leave us here to box with the empty fools, I have only one small thing to ask. Were the butchers like a team of surgeons, or the surgeons more like them? Were the butchers like a team of surgeons, or the surgeons more like them? Vencano Cherna Virgiano and Vencano Cherna Vencano Cherna Ifa da 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 da. Schweinehundten rampensau, 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 schweinehundten rampensau. Latka music, kishka music, kreplach music, knish music, pastrami music, schmalzering, gefilte fish music, minstrel music, dance music, medicine music, hokum music, boogaloo music, hully gully, strand, stroll, twist, rope, jump music, rope, jump, foxtrot, cha-cha, charanga, dandelion, hand, jive, jive, ass, hat, cat, music, ahoy, hoy, 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 music, carnival music, mumble music, humble music, bumble music, music, doornail music, rock-a-cocker, baseball music, mudslide music, murder music, monster music, drama music, bayou music, muscle music, tango music, Creole music, sandwich music, spirit music, plastic music, spastic music, disaster music, gizmo music, sweat gland music, blender music, optical music, oppressive music, buckle, let's squash, Schweinehundten rampensau, removal, I love you, removal, I love you, removal, I love you, I'll hurt you, I'll smack you, removal, I love you, removal, I love you, I'll smack you, smack you, removal, I have it, I wonder, smack you, I love you. It's bar talk, 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 it's bar talk. It's master wax, it's ultrasound, it's golden wood, it's orange line, it's golden wood, it's orange line. So kiss me, don't kiss me, kiss me, don't kiss me, don't smack me, don't smack me, don't drink me, don't drink me, don't slap me, don't stop me, don't drink me, don't smack me, don't drink me, don't smack me, don't drink me. Oh, Schweinehundten, Jesser and Susie and Sabin and Penguin and Snuggle and Abzu and Gender. Headline and headache and head on and headlong and headlong and headache and headlong and heartbreak and headstone and headgear and headgate and headstar and slapkiss and hitness and top love and food in. Headline and headache and headline and headache and head on and headlong and headgear and headlong and headlong. It's China, and not to emote, parodies. Imitate the image, know what to say. Imitate the image, know what to say. Look at the picture, know what to see. Advertise the sing-along, learn how to speak. Speak about others, imitate their speech. Isolate the visible, privatize your lips. Ishta. Double in the bedroom, 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 double in the bedroom. Double in the header, double in the bedroom, double in the header, double in the bedroom. Slapkiss, food you. Backyard. I'm an unconscious objector. I'm a subconscious objector. I'm a conscientious contention. Airline, shuttle, lumber, rock. Loaf line, cardboard, courtyard, stone get, rampensau, China, kiss slap, tough love, rumpage Skunde, rampensau and rampensau, grand, royal, sunrise. Five-star Lebowski, Labanza Cabeza Arena, five-star Lebowski, Labanza, Cabeza, Arena, bottleneck, diagnose, American Depot, Bibo, Placebo, ohne Schweinehunde, Rampen, ohne Schweinehunde, Rampen, ohne Schweinehunde. Prifelsa, Saldutura, Ties, Nova, du Nuova, Vacuum, Varum, Plap, 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 Rama, Busa, palaka, pastoni, epicologia decontrata, conofale ciola, viola, vitrola, cuiohila, telatoni pulpa, pupa aletti, leghetti, libretti, alcace di qualce, busa, ciola, vendetta, tactilismo, pensicola, templamentos, totalmente, detonazione. Club me, smack me, kiss me, drink me, field me, sprint chase, bang me, bank me, hang me, spank me, haunt me, lunch me, dine me, beat me, kill me, cook me, eat me, beat me, schvinehundten rampensau, schvinehundten rampensau, schvinehundten rampensau.